Woo, guys, what is up? Okay, I am in sunny Punta Cana and I wanted to record a video to just kind of welcome you to this really, it could be the start to this whole new life, which sounds crazy and maybe dramatic, and I might be crazy and definitely dramatic, but my name's Alicia. Sorry, I'm gonna take these sunglasses off. My name's Alicia. I have been coaching for about 2 years now. I am crazy. I am dramatic, but I'm also super passionate about running these groups and running amazing groups with you amazing women. And so I'm sitting here, obviously in Punta Cana, because I earned this trip, because of all of you guys who have taken a chance, decided to give me a chance, put your trust in me and my team, and let us help you along your journey. And we're so grateful for, if you've been here for a while or if you're brand new. Right now, I am so full of gratitude to be your coach or one of your coaches' coaches, or just a part of your journey. Like, I think it is such an honor to literally get a front row seat to these amazing transformations, not just physical, but the mindset shifts, the changes in like how we eat and how we feel. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. I started coaching. Well, first, let me back up. I'm sorry. I have to just say, okay, welcome, obviously, to this 4-week gut health group that we're doing. And it is a VIP group. So I am only we're going to do 20 people tops max. And you have to be doing this gut program. So you will all be doing the same 4-week gut protocol program together, which is really exciting. I know some of you might have already started and some of you might be waiting until we start together April 4th. Wherever you're at, that's totally fine. I don't want you to, I just want to reassure you that this week, Monday, the 28th, is when we start prep week. And so you don't have to know anything right now. You don't have to have already read everything. You don't have to feel like, oh crap, I'm already behind. I might as well just quit. Like, you don't, like, I'm on vacation. I haven't read everything either. I haven't watched all the videos either. And that's okay. Like, we're going to do this together. We're going to start on Monday and it's going to be awesome. And it is one of those programs that it has the power to change everything, and not just for you, but for your kids, for your future kids, for everyone around you, really. And because how we feel and that energy that comes from from inside of us and goes out to other people, it matters, and if we're full of bad energy and bad food and bad crap, like, we are not going to be able to give to the world in the way that we should be, right? So let me just back up a little bit and kind of, for those of you who are new, or if I'm not your coach, I just want to introduce myself really quick, and then I'm going to give you guys some tips and tools. But also just to remind you that we aren't going to be diving too deep into anything today. We're going to be getting into all of that on Monday. So don't be too worried. All I want you guys to do is, hopefully you had a chance to look at the welcome packet. If not, you can find it in a ton. I'm going to kind of sit this down really quick, and a ton of other resources in the file section of this group. I put a bunch of stuff in there, and it's divided into folders. There's a mindset folder, a fitness folder, and a nutrition folder. But the welcome packet is just going to be right at the top. So you click files and you'll be able to see it right at the top. So hopefully you guys check that out. That would be my suggestion. I'm going to give you some homework at the end of this quick video too, but okay, so to back up again, I'm going to get into all of it, but a little bit about me. Like I said, my name's Alicia. I've been coaching for little over 2 years, and I started coaching right after we had our third baby. We had moved to Virginia. I was super lonely and finding it really difficult to lose the third baby weight, and I kind of fell into this postpartum depression. And so I was like, okay, I'll try this. Like, these home workouts, that sounds super convenient. I don't have to like load all 3 of these kids up and go to the gym. And also I was a little intrigued about this like online community with other women. And I was like feeling lonely in motherhood. And so I was like, all right, let's do this. And honestly, that was the thing for me. I started to feel so connected to other women and that were also on their motherhood journey and also on their health and fitness journey. And that's really kind of why I stayed. And then I found out about like, the free trips and the income opportunity. And I'm like, holy crap. And then I started to like feel the effects of this thing called personal development that I was like required now to do. Like, well, part of our job as a coach, like literally 25% of our job is falls under this category of personal development. So I was like, literally my job now is to read self-help books, listen to self-help podcasts, grow my mind, in business and in like self-love and confidence and all those things so that I can then teach my customers those things. And so that's part of my job. And it like literally started to just snowball into helping me kind of like totally transform my life, not just lose the third baby weight. And so I love the community that I've built over the past 2 years. And that is, I don't want to take like really any credit for that. It is because of all of you and your participation and your engagement that like we have this amazing community of like support. And all of my groups, though, they have always focused on 3 main things. So mindset, fitness, and nutrition. They're like the 3 pillars. They will probably never change. I might add in a couple extras depending on the type of group we're doing, but mindset, fitness, nutrition, no matter what, are going to be the 3 pillars in my groups. And to be honest, like I can't imagine anything being more important than mindset, because even if you're working out hardcore and even if you're eating everything right in the kitchen, if you're like stressed and anxious and depressed and like all the things that I was feeling, then it doesn't matter what you're doing in the kitchen. It doesn't matter what you're doing in the gym. Like you're not going to get the results you want. And if you are getting like the physical results you want, I bet you're not sleeping well. I bet you're stressed. I bet you're anxious. And that is going to be detrimental to your health long term. So I love that my job is not to be a fitness expert. It's not to be a nutrition expert. It's not even to be a mindset expert. My job is literally to help you guys navigate your way around all the tools that we have access to as Beachbody members. And over the past 2 years, I've enjoyed so much like getting to work with all of you and show you how to access all of those amazing tools. And so I find movement so empowering. I find following a nutrition plan that works versus like feeling super out of control in the kitchen so empowering. And like I said, really like healing and movement. But for me, nutrition and fitness have never been like the thing that like lights my soul on fire. I'm, like I said, not a fitness expert, not a nutrition expert, but I am super passionate about mindset, and I'm in no way perfect. But I feel like I have learned to master my own mind, and it's crazy up in here, right? I already said that. And so for me, the fact that I've been able to figure out ways around what I used to perceive as like some pretty big liabilities as far as mindset goes, like having 3 kids, being exhausted, being someone that's like a recovering addict, having super bad ADHD, and having all of those things that like I used to view as like liabilities. And despite those things, still being able to create like rock solid like morning routines. And I hate the mornings. Like I don't like mornings. I'm not a morning person. But I've learned how to like I said, kind of control my mind. And so when I can do those things, I thrive on, growing my mind, like I said, and then I can bring those like little golden nuggets of things to you. So you don't have to like dive as deep into the personal development as I do, because I get to bring those things to you. Like yesterday I posted, my tips for like crushing your morning routine, and hopefully that will help you. But I'm, what's up? I'm recording a video. I'm not talking to anybody. But I made a choice when I started all of this stuff, this coaching stuff, and I decided this is like the main thing that I wanted to share with you guys, is that I want you guys all to like make a commitment to literally never break another promise to yourself. And that's kind of what I did when I started. I made a choice when I started coaching. I said, I am never breaking a promise to myself. I was sick of saying, I'm going to start this program and then not starting it. Or I was sick of, saying, okay, I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. and work out, and then not doing it. Like it taught my brain to not believe anything that I was telling myself. And so just making that choice, making that commitment to not break a promise to yourself again is like the biggest piece of advice I can give you going into this. So I want us to all decide, okay, we're doing this 4-week gut protocol. How can we look at, once we start talking about the workouts and once we start talking about the nutrition next week, when we like start to give you some homework around those areas, how can we make sure that you're doing it in a way that you're not setting yourself up to fail, but you're setting yourself up for success? And so I want us to be really self-aware and set realistic goals around some of these things, so that we are going to actually stick to it, right? Like, I don't want us to like be like, okay, I'm going to go like, just, we're going to be realistic. Because I want us to have some like small wins early on, because I think there's, with this type of program, we have like the opportunity to feel good from like day one. Autumn has said she'll have people on the program, and literally by day 3, they're calling her and they're like, oh my God, I slept through the night for the first time in 2 years. Or I was really worried because you were like cutting back our caffeine, and by the 5th day, I didn't even need it anymore. And so when we start to like be intentional, some of these things are easier. And so anyway, making a goal to like never break a promise to yourself requires you to be self-aware. So if like you're not a 5 a.m. morning workout person, don't say I'm going to work out at 5 a.m. Like, if you've never done that before, I wouldn't schedule your workouts at 5 a.m. because then you're just going to feel shitty about yourself. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a morning person. I was telling Olivia this the other night. I'm like, oh my God. She was like, on the first night here, that we had a workout the next morning at like 7:30, and everyone was like, are you going? And like a bunch of people were like, yeah. And they're like, are you going? I was like, no. Like, I knew that I wasn't going to go. That wouldn't fill me up. It wouldn't bring me joy to have gotten like very little sleep the night before because we were traveling, to then like stay up really, really late that night, to then wake up super early to go work out. I was like, no, I'm just going to work out in my room when I wake up, so knowing what is good for you and being self-aware. And then from there, I told myself I'm going to work out in my room. I had to do that, right? I wasn't going to not do that. So you just set yourself up for success. And putting my own health and wellness first is really the best way that I can ensure that I'm going to be around for the people that I love. So this type of group, taking care of our health first, is huge. And it's huge for everyone around us. Like I said, I think it's important. And I think that's really how we change the world. But I'm excited for this group too. I can't wait to get to work with each of you guys. And because it's going to be a smaller group, I hope we can really dive deep. We can get intimate. We can share honestly and openly, because I'm like beyond excited that you are here. I couldn't do this alone. I wouldn't want to. I want to be doing this with each and every single one of you guys. I'm so excited to be partnering with Olivia Miller and Chelsea Grimm for this group. These two ladies, you guys, oh my God, neither of them would call themselves experts in the areas. But remember I said we have the 3 pillars in all of my groups: the mindset, fitness, nutrition. So I'm like the mindset freak. I love it. I'm passionate about it. But then we have Olivia, who is like, she like lights up when you get her talking about optimizing your hormones or healing your gut. Like, that is her freaking jam. And so I'm so excited for her to start to bring some of the things she's been learning on her own time into this group, and kind of like in real life ways, how what she's been doing with her own journey with the nutrition stuff is like goes along with what we're learning too. Like, you guys, it's good. And you'll see what I mean when she shares her video, because they're both gonna do a welcome video too and talk to you guys. But and then Chelsea, oh my God, she's gonna be our like fitness. She's the fitness pillar. And I think it's really funny that she is, because she's like the fittest person I know. I never would have guessed. We started working together a couple months ago. I never ever would have guessed that she didn't work out at all. Like, she didn't work out at all before Beachbody. And I was like, what? Because she's so fit, and like she has she does like an energize pre-workout dance party like every day. And it's just like, when you see people in their element, when they light up like that, like I said, you guys, you're very lucky to be doing this group with these women, because I think we all bring a very different energy to this group. And I think you're going to appreciate the fact that we all are very passionate about our 3 pillars. So I'm just excited. So some tools I want you guys to get familiar with. I want you to start to play around, even if you're an old school chick, you've been around for a while, you've been doing these workouts with me, you've been doing these groups with me. I want you to start to get familiar with the Beachbody On Demand app, because there is so much more than just workouts in there. Like there's fitness, obviously, but there's also a ton of nutrition information. You can actually search in the bod Beachbody On Demand, and you can search for rest and relaxation. It is like literally the most comprehensive library of like health and wellness material like out there. And I don't even think a lot of us know or use it enough. Like we don't. So I want us all to start to get really comfortable finding and searching things in the Beachbody On Demand app or just on the website. So I want you to know how to search stuff, and I want you to play around with that. If you have any questions when you're searching in there, please ask me. But I would love for you all, one of your homework things, I would love for you all to, so then I'll also know if you watched this video or not. I would love for you to search something and find something, either a meditation, a recipe, something that you've never tried before, you didn't even know was on there, and like let us know what it is in the comments, because I think that's always fun. So it is more than just workouts. There are recipes, there's a cooking show, nutrition, tons of stuff. So the search is key, and I want you to learn how to do that, because if you can learn how to search for what you're asking about, then that is power, right? Knowledge is power. And so when you can figure things out for yourself, that's huge. And then you can help someone else in this group too. So you can search for workouts based on body part, no impact, low impact, no equipment, lots of equipment, that type of thing. So I want you to do some digging around in there. And then I also want you to go to the file section in this group, and I want you to make sure, another piece of your homework after you play around on BOD and use the search feature, I want you to go to the file section in our BOD group and make sure you read through that welcome packet if you haven't already. It's the welcome guide. I think it says start here in the file section. So please do that. And just get excited. Okay. This is going to be so fun. I'm really, really excited to be doing this with all of you. And I feel so honored. Again, I know that there's a million other things out there. There's 100 other gyms. There's a dozen other coaches. There's so many other options that you have. I'm not naive to the fact that you have a lot of options. And I'm so grateful that you chose our group, this community, to go on this journey. And this gut healing journey is one that could definitely change your life. So I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm so excited to be doing this with you, right alongside you, and we will talk more. Bye.